What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are currently on the test server, guys. Probably some of you managed to see the video that we dropped yesterday. We managed the impossible wonky nightmare on the Hydra clan boss without using the cheese team, without Shamael. Now, in today's video, I want to focus on the Hydra again, but kind of like from a different perspective, okay? Yesterday was super endgame. Today we're gonna drop it a notch. I wanna talk about everything that I think is wrong with the Hydra clan boss, okay? I tried to make different budgetish teams with whatever champions we have available in the pool. But man, it's kind of like not working out. No matter what combos I'm doing, without using any of the top legendary champions that are kind of like required for it, it's hard to make it work. Honestly, I find it like super hard, okay? So I kind of want to point out a few things that I feel like they should get a bit of a tweak, a bit of a change in order to make it more accessible for the majority of the people. Now, before we jump over to talk about that, guys, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Thanks to Rocket League Sideswipe for sponsoring this video. Guys, if you want to get involved, you can download the game by using the link in the description down below. Rocket League is a tremendous success, guys. It's a fast-paced soccer game, pretty easy to learn, and the good part about it is that you can play it from anywhere. You can even play it offline. The game itself is skill-based, it's pretty competitive, tons of fun, honestly. Right here we have the garage where we get to change cars, colors, or customize them with tons of awesome accessories. We can even change the goal effect, which looks pretty dope. We have a rocket pass as well that gives us tons of rewards just by doing challenges, daily missions. We have the seasonal missions, the weekly, tons of fun to do them as well, guys. But let's jump into a game. We have all these different game modes, duel, doubles, and we have the hops as well. They even have a leaderboard. That's how competitive this game is, guys. But let's jump into a game. Time to whoop some ass. This is the 1 versus 1 game mode. One of my favorite ways to score the goals, guys. You can control the car pretty easily. You have a lot of different options. You can fly, boost it, jump. This is the 2 versus 2 game mode. And what I like about it when you're playing with teammates, guys, is that you have the option to communicate just by using stickers. So simple and so good. Let's give it a nice shot. Coming back to the single play, guys, that's how you fly the car, you boost it, and you jump into the ball if you want to like push it forward or you want to hit it so it gets a bit of momentum, and bang, another goal. A match usually takes around 2 minutes, but sometimes, like in this case, the opponent gives up and you get to win the fight much faster. But this was Rocket League Sideswipe, guys. Thanks again for sponsoring the video, and you can actually download it by using the link in the description down below. Okay, so let's get back to it. The main idea is that not a lot of people are interested in doing the Hydra clan boss. Not a lot of people, they have access to do the Hydra clan boss because of the requirements we need. So I went and tried different teams, okay? Like, honestly, I tried different champions just by using one legendary, a fusion legendary, a champion that's more accessible to people, tons of different epic champions, and it's kind of hard to achieve any sort of decent results, okay? So this is what we've done yesterday, but we had some very solid champions in there for the nightmare. Now, if I would go in the nightmare with a team like this, okay, instead of Brockney, let's just say we're gonna use Mother Sibel because we have the speed aura. We're gonna have decreased speed. That's gonna give us a bit of advantage, but kind of like no matter how we're gonna play this around, we'll be missing increased speed. We're gonna miss block debuffs, immunity. We're gonna miss cleans. We're gonna miss reset cooldowns. I don't have another Royal Guard, unfortunately, guys, because I used 4 of them already. I lost my first team with the bug that I had on the test server, which unfortunately they weren't able to fix it for me. But I had to use a husk, and I managed to build my 5th Royal Guard, which I had it in the vault, but I don't have another one. So husk gives me a lot of weak hits on this rotation because we have 2 spirit champions. That's gonna cost us quite a bit. The main idea is, what I'm trying to say, I do not want to have the nightmare or brutal necessarily nerfed, tweaked, okay? Because it's the super endgame content in the game, and I agree that we need to have something where we have a challenge, where it takes us time to manage to beat it, to achieve the best results, and I'm perfectly fine with all that. Now, the main reason why people are not really doing the Hydra, guys, is all because of the rewards, okay? So, like in any other game, we have tons and tons of casual players, which kind of like log in, they come there, do their dailies, they collect some shards, they open, they get their dopamine, and they're moving over to with their life. They're doing whatever they have to do IRL, and they leave the game on the side. Now, there is no incentive for those people to come and do the Hydra clan boss. There are no shards, there are no legendary tomes in the reward, so the majority of people, the casual player, will be like, well, I don't care about that. It's just giving me gear that's gonna change the arena meta for the very top high-end arena, like Platinum, Gold 5, whenever it's gonna come out. 3v3 is gonna make a change, but I'm just a casual player. I don't care so much about all that. And honestly, the 99% of the community is a casual player. Don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong to be like this. It's just normal for every single game. So because Plarium didn't really cater as much for the majority of people with this content, the rewards that they're giving us are not that tempting for the normal player, the casual player. They are giving us a legendary champion, which is awesome, like super badass. But the main idea is that it takes us a while to get it, and not everybody's rushing to get the champion unless they are thinking of, okay, she might be good for arena, she might be doing this, that. But the idea is you don't get that dopamine that you're getting from the normal clan boss. And I would like to see more people trying this content, more people to think like, okay, I have a reason to go and build my Hydra clan boss. I have a reason to go and manual the Hydra clan boss for 18-20 minutes every key, 1 hour a day or 1 hour a week. And like that, people will wish to do the clan boss, you know? It's not gonna feel like, well, I don't care about it. I don't care if I'm not getting this gear or no. Not everybody values the gear the same way as the very endgame players do, you know? So because of it, I wish that Plarium would add some more rewards to it, like a shard here and there, a book, something to make the majority of the people to wanna come and play the Hydra clan boss, because I feel like it's gonna be a very unpopular game mode, and it's a shame because it's such an awesome concept, you know? They are giving us clan gold, and yes, if you're killing the last 3 difficulties with a double chest, you're getting like 2,000 gold, but you cannot buy sacred shards from the clan shop, for example. You can buy a void, you can buy a legendary tome, but is that worth it for the majority of people to play these 2 weeks in order to buy a legendary tome? And that considering if they're gonna be able to beat the hardest difficulties. So in my opinion, I think no. I know it's a new game mode out, but I feel like we are missing a lot, and it's not gonna be a very popular game mode if Plarium doesn't take some sort of measures. So now that we kind of covered that part, let's go, for example, we're gonna start with hard because I just wanna show you one thing. We're gonna go with this team, for example. We have Brogni, is a very solid champion, super powerful, okay? So let's just say that he's gonna be able to carry us. Another thing that I literally hate, and I find them dumb for doing this, is forcing us to bring Perfect Veil, okay? Which should make our team invisible, and single target enemies, they won't be able to target our allies that are under Perfect Veil. Well, here, for example, let's consider that I have Duchess instead of Rector Dread, and I have one champion without Perfect Veil. Here, all these heads, they ignore Perfect Veil. So what is the point to have Perfect Veil when you're bringing the thing that breaks the entire mechanic? It's just no point in having it, you know, because it's useless. Literally useless. The main idea is enemy max HP champions on these low difficulties, on what is it? Is it normal and hard? They are not very efficient in terms of damage, and because of it, we need to find different ways in trying to one key it. And honestly, it's not gonna be easy. They are pretty needy in terms of stats for every single difficulty. So the first thing that I would like to see on normal and hard difficulties for Plarium to lower down the stat requirements on the heads. They need to have lower speeds, lower accuracy, kind of like that sort of thing, because like that, more people will have access to try and fight them. Even if it's just for the low difficulties, I just want to see more people trying the game mode and enjoying the game mode, because I think it has potential. It's pretty fun. So if they would change some of these things, I think like it could be pretty awesome. You see, the damage is not crazy. I honestly don't remember what sort of damage we need in order to one key this one, but I can tell you that with this team, as solid as it looks, right? Because this is a pretty solid team. It's not a bad team by any means. I don't think we're going to be able to achieve the one key, because we're going to go so many turns in, we're just not going to have enough damage for this particular place. If we could bring in different nukers, yes, we should be able to do it, but then we're kind of moving to the legendary champions, making it more hardcore, you know? And the main idea is to be able to make something budgetish, okay? The reason why I'm making it is because I can't say that these champions are budget, you know what I mean? Like with the old concept that we had from the normal clan boss, this is not budget. Like this is pretty pay to win, to say like this. Even though it's all about the RNG and luck, a lot of free-to-play people will get access to these champions, but the main idea is that it's getting very hardcore for most of the people to play even the normal and hard mode. And I would just like to see this tweaked, just so people will get a bit of a chance to play it, you know? Some of the heads are pretty hardcore. I feel like even on the high difficulties, they're so overtuned in terms like they're getting way too many turns, they're moving too fast, their cooldowns are much shorter than the cooldowns of our own champions that we have available in the pool, and that makes it very hardcore for us to kind of fight them with the same weapon. I find it like it's a bit too overtuned even for the very end game with the craziest gear, with the craziest champions. And yeah, it's new. Probably they intended to make it overtuned, so not everybody will get to wreck it. But I feel like they should adjust a couple of things in here. I tried this team. I tried adjusting the team to try and maybe go for two keys on Brutal, 2 keys on Nightmare, and probably I would be able to achieve 2 keys on Brutal with a similar team like this without changing much in it. Maybe changing one champion for another. But the whole idea is that it's just super hard to get it, and you need to have crazy gear in order to do it. So this might work as a second team. It could be pretty good as a second team or a third team, but it's for a lot of people this will be like the main team, and it's gonna be so hard to even get a chance to go and play the new content. And it's pretty disappointing to see that people don't get to play the new content. I'm not sure if they're gonna change anything. I would personally change a bit. Like this one right here has a 4-turn cooldown. It's pretty annoying because it always comes at the wrong moment. This one needs to have a cooldown on the A1. He cannot just constantly steal your buffs and turn meter, because that's messing it up. Or let us know which champion he's gonna attack if we have the same amount of buffs. Go for the lead. Let us control him in a way, because him going for random champions when it's the same amount of buffs on the board is super annoying, because you can never know which champion he's gonna attack, and you cannot build everyone with resistance because you're missing on so many different stats. So Head of Mischief is a bit too tuned with the A1. I wish they would adjust it. They would make him focus the lead. If they have the same amount of buffs, then we can control him, give resistance only to the lead, and that can play out much better for everybody, you know? That would be pretty good. This one, for example, is pretty annoying when he gains the extra turn, because if he devours your champion and he has it on a 2-turn, he's gonna get his turn, use this skill, extra turn, you lost the champion. You didn't even had a chance to use an attack on him because he already ate your champion before you had a chance to make a move because of the extra turn. So this, I feel like, is a bit too much on him. He's already doing so many things. He's so tanky. I don't think he needs that extra turn, you know? This one, let's just say he's fine. Maybe when he's placing the fear, he should be able to get resisted or something, because he's already screwing up your entire team. And since Perfect Veil is useless on it, I think like they should adjust maybe this a bit. I know they've done it. They haven't really done much testing on it. I'm just giving my idea. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I just want to see more people playing the game mode, you know? So I'm trying to kind of take it in a positive, constructive way on how they could adjust it a bit without making it too weak at the same time, you know? And this one, how I specified, maybe just put it on a 5-turn cooldown. I feel like that would be a bit better, you know? And the rest is pretty decent, but if they're not planning to change anything like this, I would honestly like to see their stats decreased on the normal difficulty and on the hard difficulty, because it's gonna get pretty hard. Like, turn 9 and we only have 1.8 million damage. Now, I think we need 20 million. We're gonna need over 120 turns easily to get to 20 million damage with the team we have right now. Just as an example, I specified enemy max HP is not as viable on the lower difficulties, you know. So let's see, we need 20 million damage. Yeah, 20 million damage for this chest. So if you're getting up to like turn 120 plus, it's getting so hard to keep your champions alive because they're constantly getting devoured from every single side, you know, one after another, and it's very hard to get to bring them back on a 2-turn cooldown. So I find that a bit too extreme for these difficulties. I would like to see their stats lowered a bit, just for everyone to get to enjoy it. Leave Brutal and Nightmare the same, is fine. If you don't want to take different measures to it, I'm fine with having solid content in the game. I just think normal and hard should be a bit easier. So I'm gonna try to work on it, guys, to find some different sort of teams that they look more budgetish, more accessible for the majority of you. But I'm just saying it's very, very hard for us content creators to come up with something when the content is pretty extreme for the majority of people. So I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on it with you guys. Do let me know in the comments down below as well, what do you think of the whole Hydra clan boss and stuff? Rewards, would you like to see shards, books in it? Would that make you more interested in doing the clan boss? But that was all for this video, guys. Much love, and don't forget, if you want to get involved, help to support the channel, guys, download Rocket League. The link will be in the description down below. Big shout out to Epic Games again for sponsoring today's video, guys. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.